Good evening. First of all, I'd like to take this time to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving and a safe one. In accordance with the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act NJSA 1046 PL 1975 C231 S1 amended 2006 C70 S2, the Asbury Park Board of Education has provided adequate notice of this meeting by sending a notice of the time, date, location, to the extent known, the agenda of this meeting to the Asbury Park Press, the New Coaster on December 15, 2017 by email. Copies of this notice have also been placed at the Administration Building Bulletin Board, District Schools, Asbury Park Municipal Building, Asbury Park Police Department, and filed with the City Clerk on December 15, 2017. Our mission statement: Asbury Park School District will provide all students with a comprehensive and progressive education where everyone possesses the skills and character to succeed in a diverse, evolving global society. Mr. Hastings, roll call, please.
Ms. Breach.
Here.
Mr. Grillo. Ms. Jones.
Here.
Mr. Latarocco.
Here.
Ms. Lozinski.
Here.
Mr. Pinckney. Here. Mr. Saunders. Ms. Etienne. Ms. Abez Anderson.
Here. Please stand for the flag salute.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Superintendent, do you have a presentation? Joe?
We don't have any presentations for tonight.
All right, thank you. Your superintendent report.
Good evening, Board.
Good evening.
Very briefly, by way of data analytics, our monthly enrollment from last month to today has been fairly stable in 3 out of our 5 schools. Not much fluctuation or movement. In 2 of ours at the secondary level, we're seeing a little slight decrease in our enrollment. So again, having innovative programs and continuing to support them is key at that particular grade span. Our student attendance is still on par. We are not experiencing anything abnormal as it relates to that. And when we look at our student suspension data, pretty consistent from last year to this year. Again, at the secondary level, we tend to see at this time of the year a little more activity. But again, this is nothing out of the norm. It's very consistent with what we've been doing in terms of our performance over the years, with, if not, a little bit of decrease actually at the middle school level. And again, I attribute that to our social and emotional learning initiative. Again, our gender and ethnicity and by race, we still continue to see a slight increase in our subgroups that are non-Black or Hispanic. And so we remain excited about the diversity there in the school district. As I mentioned in the workshop meeting, very excited to have HMH conducting an impact study, which is included in as a resolution item on the Asbury Park School District for the innovative programs that we've been engaged in over the past 4 years. And so again, a highlight and a tribute to the collective effort starting with the board, and because in large part due to the board's support and leadership, as well as the leadership in the central office and our buildings. So thank you so much for your continued support there. That concludes my report. Oh, tomorrow you should have received an invitation. Also, I just want to bring to your attention, tomorrow in our after-school program, 4 of our schools will be having our Giving Thanks dinner. You are all invited.
Thank you, Madam Superintendent. Our public participation in accordance with Board Policy 0167 is now open. So please come to the podium, state your name, address. You have 3 minutes. Nothing? Okay. So it is now closed. Do we have a monthly HIB report, Madam Superintendent?
Attached, item A8.
Okay. Any questions? Okay, no state monitor report. And number 10, acceptance of minutes. Mr. Hastings.
Thank you, Madam President. Could I have a motion for A1, number 10, A and B?
Question?
Ms. Lozinski?
Yes.
Ms. Breach?
Yes.
Mr. Grillo?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. LaRocca?
Yes.
Mr. Pinckney?
Yes.
Ms. Alves Anderson?
Yes.
Motion carries. Could I also have a motion for A2, number 11, the revised district calendar?
Question? Mr. Hastings?
Ms. Lozinski?
Yes.
Ms. Breach?
Yes.
Mr. Grillo?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. LaRocca?
Yes.
Mr. Pinckney?
Yes.
Ms. Alves Anderson?
Yes.
Motion's carry.
Madam Superintendent, would you like to ask for a consent agenda?
Yes, I'd like to request a consent agenda for page B1 to B7, and including the walk-on trip items that were included in the addenda, as well as the addenda.
Second. Question? Okay, Mr. Hastings?
Ms. Lozinski?
Yes.
Ms. Breach?
Yes.
Mr. Grillo?
Yes.
Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. LaRocca?
Yes.
Mr. Pinckney?
Yes.
Ms. Alves Anderson?
Yes, but I'm abstaining on B7, 1, and 2.
Thank you.
Mr. Hastings? I need to abstain on 1 and 2.
Abstain on
Abstain on B5, number 15.
B5, number 15. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Hastings, your agenda, would you like to present the agenda?
Could I have a motion for all items C1, number 1 through C3, number 9?
Question? Mr. Hastings?
Ms. Lozinski?
Yes, on all items except I'm going to abstain from the reimbursement for school boards.
Ms. Breach?
Yes.
Mr. Grillo?
Yes, but staying on C3, number 8.
C3, number 8. Ms. Jones?
Yes.
Mr. LaRocca?
Yes.
Mr. Pinckney?
Yes.
And Ms. Alves Anderson?
Yes.
All items carry. Thank you.
Any questions or concerns that we have? Then I am asking for a motion. Oh, go ahead.
Mr. Hastings, and regarding your agenda, I'm abstaining for anything for Columbus or Atlantic City. For reimbursement. Yes, thank you.
Need a motion?
Okay. Need a motion to adjourn? Question? Have a nice Thanksgiving. Okay, all in favor? All right, enjoy.
Wow.